So, back, and we are in Galvino's workshop, right? This dude was supposed to lead us to where we were supposed to go, but we get here, and there's a bunch of undead. So, I know we just camped. There was a fire over here, a campfire over here. Is it over here, or was it somewhere else? I don't know, let's check. Or was it upstairs? I think it might have been upstairs. Oh well, okay. We still got another campfire. Should be good. Right. Late start, but Jiu-Jitsu went pretty late tonight.
What's this?
To whispers and shadows.
Okay, so this is obviously a trap or a secret door. We gotta figure out how to open. Oh look, we caught the trap before we set it off.
As requested. I'll give it a try, at least.
But there's
As
a key
requested.
somewhere. Broken contract. Ha! Your money or your life, friend. A tiny voice rises from within the chest of the headless machine. From time to time, a burst of sparks accompany the rattling of its innards. Excuse me? Broken contract. Get lost. Did we? There's a toll on those roads. 500 copper, or you'll have to have a new set of nostrils to breathe out of. The construct's arm twitched spasmodically at its side. We're not on. Oh, wait. I've come to help you. You're free of this place. Free? What are you on about? You're in a cell. Look around. Philosopher, is it? All of us trapped within the cages of our own inquietude? I'll have none of that. There's a maniac quality to the voice. Now you hear a harsh metallic whine from within the construction frame. Um, I already said that we're not on the road. You really are lost. Tell you what. Pay up. I'll point you to Lacombe with a decent trade. You're a construct. What? Is that some kind of insult? I'll show you a concept. If you don't hand over your money, the door's right there. Be free. Hey, you're right. It's wide open. The creature takes a large step forward. Fierce bright light shines within the constructed's frame. Ha! Farewell, stranger. I'm free.
I'm free! No cell can hold me!
Okay. Well. That was weird. This is not Dragon Quest. I refuse to fight dragons.
I'll go on ahead.
I think I see something.
That one yesterday like broke my spirit while I was fighting it. Just absolutely broke my spirit. Why? Why can none of you see that? How does
Yes?
no one's perception?
Certainly.
have to
I'll
rest
give it a
again.
try, at least.
As you guys keep
As
running into
requested.
traps. I thought I was on like a good level for this. The more I go into this, I'm starting to think not so much. Minor spellbind, minor missile, burn DR bonus, shock DR. I'm actually gonna give this to my dude because he needs something to cast while he's waiting for his whip thing to charge.
I'll give it a try, at least. As requested.
Okay. A scattered pile of mechanical fingers joints lies strewn across the desk.
To whispers and shadows.
Find anything else here?
Ready when you are. Not a problem.
Arranged from top to bottom, these boxes boast increasingly intricate locks. A few broken lockpicks lie discarded on the shelves. Oh, so this guy's practiced. By the way, first beer of the year. Cheers. I've made it through dry January. Do it every year. Never drink on the first year of the month. First month of the year. I had one sip. Maybe I should cut myself off. Okay. Well, you guys would be at perfect health if you could. Oh my god. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should have put that cloak on him. Okay. You're going here. You are going to actually go after this one.
Yeah?
You're going to try to intercept while he does that.
I'm
You
here.
put an arrow in this thing. Make sure it knows its place. While that is happening, wait for the charge.
What?
Cast your free spell. Probably right about there-ish. Okay, I think that hit. Then run up a bit. Oh, that's a cloud of ow. Alright. We'll drop a circle of health right on it. Okay.
Oh?
Monk's gonna get the crap beat out of her, as always. So we'll put that on her. What's going on over here? Are you guys messing this thing up yet? Not yet. I believe, though. Oh, I forgot. He is... Wow. I don't know what just hit him, but it wasn't good. Oh, these unstable constructs are, like... kamikaze thing.
Not. Give up this place.
That's obnoxious. That's super obnoxious.
Finish the.
Settle!
Oh? Certainly.
So that went well. Okay, I see switches and other things. So this is just about the same as war. Belsar. She has outdone herself with this one, Belsar. A common robber with some natural talents for cipher ability, it has gone to his head. The Bazo believes he is the next Antonino. Antonino? I think, in any case, the world would be well rid of him. Still, he has yielded promising results. His mind is almost perfectly intact. I might even have been able to determine whether there is merit in his delusions about his soul lineage. But I made the foolish mistake of leaving the man's pistol on my work table. His essence is bound to the weapon, rather than the body I undertook to build for him. Even bodiless, the fool seeks to trouble me. I've sealed him within one of the tanks. I will have proof of the machine against the free-roaming experiments while I think of a solution. Until then, I suppose I must endure the company while I work. Okay. Tufts of hair are still stuck to the middle slats of the helmet. You spy dark smudges along the edges of the manacles. Just need like an extra second to read it. Sparks crawl over the wires and the plates of this machine, illuminating the innards with each burst of light. So let's touch button.
We'll fare better if we get some sleep.
Good work, everyone. I really do not like this laugh. What is up with this place, man? This is the trolliest of the troll dungeons ever.
Yes.
Another thing like that, and we're just gonna have to go somewhere else. Or we're gonna have to leave for a little bit.
They'll never know I'm here.
I'm actually gonna have the one with highest perception go for. Oh no. Burning flesh construct. Super. I'm sure that's gonna hurt. Like, wait. These are all unstable constructs, right?
Yes.
Try to stop this one. Everyone fall back.
Wait for sail, Mason.
Okay. Everyone hit this thing. Kill everyone. Everyone heal yourself quickly before the next burst. Oh my god. Okay, no, he's down. Heal your dog. Heal again. The sound disappeared.
Oh?
This dungeon sucks. There are traps
Certainly.
everywhere, and then these suicide machines, man.
We'll keep to ourselves.
Looks like home. Nice. Vacation days are always fun.
I think I see something.
This dungeon's gonna make me rage, man. I literally am out of campfires. I can't rest anymore. Why are they doing this to me? Oh, and then I need to go in here. What did you have? Of perception 2. Well, that's been absolutely freaking useless. Here, put this on. Who's got really high perception in our group? Like, really good perception. I feel like he does. She does. Her perception is 17. What necklace do you have? Guess what? You now have 19 perception. If you do not see any of these traps, well, I will just be extremely disappointed. That's all. I will say words about you in company that are just not appealing.
Certainly. Certainly.
Can't get a good
There we go. Good fight.
Nothing will slip past me.
Nothing will slip past me except the last 5 traps.
What's this?
God. Everyone stop. Stop what you're doing. Okay, good news is we see the trap. Bad news is Kana can't do a damn thing about it. Oh my god.
there.
Now you guys are all on the wrong side of this. Okay. Get this. Please, guys, do not step in the trap.
Ready, Watcher.
Oh?
Come up here.
What?
I didn't realize he's using the wrong weapon. Okay. Get up here. Shit, shit, shit.
Yes?
Bro. Stop this thing. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Stop this thing. Okay. You drop this here. You
Ready, Watcher.
shoot at it.
What?
Okay, good. God, there's more. There's too many to do anything about. No. Oh my god, my
Yeah?
dudes are gonna go down.
Following your lead.
Kill yourself. Oh god. Kick them away. Can you kick them away? Okay, one exploded. Not terrible. Get this thing.
Yes?
Lock her down, dude. Lock her down. Quickly. You shoot at her. Yes!
Oh?
Oh man, but look at how much health my bard lost, or my chanter lost. Crumpled experimental. This crumpled piece of parchment was found jammed inside the faceplate of a construct. My effort is to install even a child's intelligence into these creatures have failed. Most cannot hold a quill, much less set thoughts to paper. At least for some time that the subject 63 might have had a breakthrough during its lesson, but I discovered that it has simply been repeating my words without comprehension. These were not enlightened characters while they wore their original skins. Perhaps their essence lacks a fundamental capacity for learning. I have put them to test in more martial arts, but here too they have faltered without the benefit of true sentience. The devil, of course, is delighted in the mocking them. It is like boasting of besting children in combat. If I only had my old machines. Level is a nightmare. Okay, I already opened that door. Dude, this... I'm gonna have to leave pretty soon. Because I don't have any more campfires.
To
And
whispers and shadows.
one more wave of those unstables, and I'm done. Go south. It's a campfire. Okay. We're here for a little bit longer. Spiritual notes. This hastily written entry is dotted with blots of ink. I refuse to continue wasting my time with these stitch work grotesqueries. What work is spent in granting the rotting corpse the feeblest spark of life is later tripled in repairs. Truly, they come apart at the seams. The sight of them in the corridors has come to disgust me. They hold nothing of the subject's vitality, intelligence, coordination, only a brute obedience. Flesh has too gentle a grasp upon the essence. That much is clear. Little wonder the fool at Brackenberry were willing to pawn these sorry specimens off so cheaply. Medicio the stench. This is where they came from for other dudes. This platter has gone entirely untouched, leaving the tantalizing meal to the flies. Trying to think of the guys in Defiance Bay. I think this is what they bought. Galvino. An elderly man hunched over a cluttered desk in the back of the workshop. His flesh is pulled tightly around thin, fragile-looking bones, except around his neck, where it hangs in loose waddles. He turns as you enter, a scowl already chiseled in his lined face.
Back again? I told you.
He hesitates, squinting at you from behind smudges in dusty spectacles.
Of course, a fresh fool to replace the last fools. What brings you stomping through my workshop, eh?
He draws his words out, looking you up and down. A sneer creeps across his face. I've got questions about Durgan's battery and the White Forge.
Straight to business, no nonsense. We appreciate that, don't we?
He turns to the bronze golem over his shoulder.
Anything for a breather from your endless yammering.
Voice echoes from within the golem.
You would miss me if I were gone, Aimura. For who would tolerate your barbs and insults?
Clear your throat.
But you come seeking the White Forge, like they all do. Boys with smooth cheeks and wild dreams. Girls with bright ribbons tied next to their scabbards.
His voice rises and falls with a sing-song mockery.
Old men and women, too, seeking a final blaze of glory before they're snuffed out for another turn at the wheel. Sound familiar?
His smile is rigid as he looks at you. The corner of his eyes twinkle. A lot of bitterness. Maybe I should ask you the same thing.
Save your breath.
He hawks a wad of phlegm from the back of his throat and spits it in the corner.
I have this conversation with every pig-headed swashbuckler those Postenagos and stalwarts send here. Go see Galvino, they say. Surely he'll help you.
Must have slipped their minds what a busy and important fellow you are.
Silence that follows. The temperature in the room seems to drop. Galvinov glares at her.
I should have let them stone you. Would have silenced your endless rattling forever.
The hanging folds of his skin beneath his neck tremble.
Then you'd have naught but those frostbitten inbreds for company.
Focus, please. Aldrich said you could help me.
The only one young enough to have any sense. And since his mother runs that town now, who am I to argue? The villagers and their adventurers hammer and pry at the battery as if they were laying siege to some moldering lord's keep.
He swats the air in front of his face.
But those stones were laid by some of the finest builders ever to have lived. Disciples of Abidan in the truest sense. They will not fall by the whims of any kith. And the door itself, it is infused with living essence.
He holds his hands before him, and his eyes are wide with wonder. The dwarves themselves must have had a way of getting in.
Perfecto! This is the crux of the matter.
Claps his hands together.
The Pargrunen of Durgan's battery perished within their own keep, victims of a violent disagreement among their own commandants.
His mouth twists into a wicked grin.
Surely in the village you have heard stories, no? Disappearing caravans, tracks in the snow, screams from the high towers.
He pauses, watching the expression with recounter and glee. Well, go on. I like the story so far.
The work of spirits still trapped in the battery, and a testament to those impenetrable walls.
He raps on the mortared stone of his own home.
But the door of the keep, the one the Pargrunen filled with essence, it was made to listen, to recognize its masters.
Go on.
Traditional Aptapo cultures revolved around language. Words revealed who they were and where they were from.
An interesting tradition. I could start introducing everyone in verse.
That is why you need a Kantek.
He holds up a twitching finger. What's a Kantek?
Some liken it to a poem, others to an anthem. In reality, it is more than either.
He holds one hand out, turning it this way and that in balancing motion.
A Kantek is a statement of purpose, a declaration of identity. Each is unique to its stronghold.
Ah, seal your door with a key of words, and the liar can talk his way through. There's nothing built of words that won't break when the slightest stress is applied.
Thus, to enter a fortress like Durgan's battery, you would stand at the gate and recite its Kantek.
He spreads his arms, his face aglow. Very well, where would I learn this Kantek?
To learn the Kantek, you must speak with one of the dwarves of Durgan's battery. A shame they are all dead, no?
He rubs his hands together, pacing.
But no doubt their souls live on in one or two of the villagers of Stalwart. Like fine wine poured into a cheap pot.
Derision curls his lips.
But to identify them, that is the first problem. You would need the skills of an animancer.
I'm a watcher. Golem swivels her head sharply towards you. Her mask of a face and the glass eyes behind it betray no emotion, but it seems that as if she's watching you carefully.
A watcher? Diverus? If this is true, then you could find a sole descendant from Durgan's battery, no question. But the greater difficulty remains.
Sylvina rubs his gaunt, whiskered cheek.
You would have to learn the Kantek from the dormant soul. And to do that, you would have to awaken it.
Waken someone? How would I do that?
An awakening is merely the jolting of a dormant soul into consciousness.
He makes a bursting motion with his hands, splaying his fingers wide.
When such things happen normally, it is because something has reminded the subject of a past life, often violently so.
Smacks his workbench with surprising vigor.
Thus, to awaken one of the former dwarves of Durgan's battery, you will need to address that soul, and preferably by name.
He holds his hand together, steepling his fingers.
But show some care. When you examine these souls, whatever it is you watchers do, you may see images, memories.
He leans forward, his back hunched.
These are moments of special import. What you see will tell you much about the person, and perhaps the condition in which they awaken.
He raises his hoary eyebrow and tilts his head back.
Awaken them from a traumatic memory, and who knows? Maybe they awaken thirsty for blood. Or maybe you awaken someone else. Here, this has been tuned to the Aeon of Durgan's battery. Use it near the villagers, and it should tell you if one has a soul old enough to have come from the battery.
He rummages around and produces an unfamiliar device. So the Kantek is all I need.
Who can say? None have yet opened Durgan's battery.
Galvian raises his hand, palms up.
But the ones that came before you, I think they got close. You may wish to find them and see what they discovered.
Found what's left of them, a journal and a tile.
Most interesting.
He adjusts his spectacles as he peers at the tile.
They spent many days at the battery door. This looks like something that once belonged there.
He taps the tile. But this awakening would be permanent, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes. Whoever you awaken will live with the memories and the personality of a past life. Maybe peacefully, maybe not.
His bony shoulders raise in a shrug.
That is why you must pay attention to the soul you would awaken, no?
You guys got a real knack for understanding.
It is a monumental thing to impose on another, but these are the very people who wish to rediscover the White Forge, Verus.
Removes his spectacles and polishes the dirty lens with his tunic. I see. Thank you for your help.
You have much work ahead of you, as do I.
He nods and turns back to his desk.
I'm going with him.
Golem looks between you, her neck turned on its oil joint.
You? Go to Stalwart? Is this your macabre sense of humor or Has something gone to rust in that beautiful head I crafted?
Delphina stares at her.
No one will bother me while I'm with him. Besides, I can help him find people in Stalwart.
The golem burnished face is eerily impassive.
You haven't been to Stalwart in 13 years. And this Watcher sees souls. What help could you be? Besides, I have need of you here. You owe whatever remains of your wicked life to me.
Frown sours on his lips as he taps the chest with a crooked finger. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises from her shimmering waves. She swivels her head to look at you. I'd like her to travel with me.
Quay? No. You don't know what you ask.
He shakes his head, waving his hand.
This woman, the Devil of Karek, she was a notorious murderer. Burned people alive all over the region. Besides, she works for me. After all, I am the one who preserved her.
Straightens his back and looks you up and down, taking a measure. Never mind. The golem says nothing, but her essence smolders. Resentment rises in a shimmering wave. She swivels her head to look at you. What's the story between you two?
This charming specimen is a convicted murderer. The Devil of Karek, she's called.
Mighty fine of you to start with my good qualities, and you wonder why we don't get more visitors.
Killed over a dozen people before they finally caught up to her in Stalwart. Perfect company for lonely camps and mountain passes, no?
He nudges you, all the while grinning wickedly at the motionless golem.
Hey, I know how to start a campfire.
The only reason she's not a frozen corpse is because I convinced the old mayor to let me try an experiment.
Shadow passes over his face. Aren't you afraid she'll murder you?
She may be mad, but she's no fool. She wouldn't survive long on her own. If the villagers didn't send a hunting party after her, the Eramans would claim her. Her joints and mechanisms require maintenance, and she cannot perform all of it herself.
See, he's reminding me. In case I get any bright ideas.
I don't want her coming with me if she's a murderer. All I wanted to know.
She's a fine specimen.
I have no need for the golem company right now. Farewell.
A moment. You are going back to Stalwart, yes? Perhaps you could do me a favor.
Tell me about this favor.
There is a man in the village named Grinde, the head fisherman.
Okay.
The rest of Stalwart kisses his feet because he fills their stinking blades with speckleback. But I know he's not as virtuous as he seems.
His face crinkles in vicious glee. What exactly do you want me to do to him?
Humiliate him, of course. Show his neighbors what he truly is. And let him live with the disgrace.
Points vaguely in the direction of the village, his thin arm trembling.
He's always been a Ripple sponge addict. Just got good at hiding it once his sainted sister died and left him in charge of the fishery. But he keeps a stash in the fishery, sneaks in at night when the others have gone home, and emerges sluggish and red-eyed a few hours later. I want you to expose him. Go to the fishery after dark when it's empty, find his Ripple sponge, and show it to Renengild.
Seems like you have a history with Grind.
That self-righteous meddler engineered my eviction from the village. He turned them all against me.
That's because you're insane.
Now I want him to feel the scorn of those mush-brained imbeciles.
I see.
Do not answer me now. But when you return to that festering eyesore and smell the stink of fish that hangs in the air, consider what I've said.
Yeah, I'm not gonna help you, dude.
Your misgivings collect like grime on a doorstep. But think, if this Grinde is a fraud, does he not deserve to be exposed?
I still don't understand why he's a fraud,
But
because he
be
does
sure
drugs.
to approach the fishery by night, when it's empty. They will give you no end of trouble if they see you stealing during the day.
What were those constructs I encountered in your workshop that almost
Other
killed me?
projects, they are none of your concern.
Waves a hand, quickly looks away from you. The villagers don't trust you. Do the constructs have something to do with it? He mutters furiously under his breath, raising his hand to the ceiling.
For years, I've been trying to create another like the Devil of Carrick. Yet those post-Enacos in Star-World destroyed my machinery.
His drooping skin trembles in his rage.
Now, I can only create these broken, mindless things. The devil remains my most perfect creation.
Wait, where have you found the souls to create these golems?
Smugglers, slavers, fugitives, the kind of riffraff that pass this way. Rarely missed, and good work to keep my little devil busy.
One second, I gotta answer this back. Sorry, trying to get a structural engineer to look at this new house that I'm buying. Okay. Did I receive it? Okay, I've heard enough. Very well. I'm not gonna help him humiliate that dude, because like he kind of... What I'm getting from him is he's kind of a jerk. So the fact that he's been kind of... Right in front of his face. He's kind of a jerk, so like the fact that he's been pushed away doesn't surprise me. I feel like too my character would not be about this whole stealing souls to put in golem thing. Okay.
Finish them!
Might be a bad idea. Okay, I need you
Following
to
your
come back
lead.
here, dude. I know you can't fight, but have you doing support for a second.
Yes?
Right, you're gonna be taking damage.
Following your lead.
Throw this up and maybe that'll help with explosions that are about to happen. I don't know if you can hit this one, but if you can hit the ones in the back, that would be great. Okay. I'm really trying to take out the ones in the back if I can. Okay. Got that one knocked.
Ready, Watcher.
This one on the ground. You might get bonuses with it.
Following your lead.
Alright. Try to drop this back here. So maybe they explode back there. Excellent, excellent. Okay, great. Hit this one. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. That was
Hey there.
kind of hoping what it... It's kind of what I was hoping to see. So 2 people took damage.
Ready,
We lost
Watcher.
a little doggy. He didn't kill anybody. Optimal outcome. Everybody, attack this construct quickly.
Following your lead.
You drop this here. You're gonna be taking the things in the back. Okay, you just shot that out.
Ready when you are.
Please do this wave too.
What?
Oh my god, it spawned and they immediately dropped it with whatever that bomb was. I'm glad it struck here and not here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're gonna need that pretty
Oh.
soon.
You can't win!
Okay.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Okay, that didn't go off, right? No. Do it on him. Got healed through that?
Yes?
There we go. Sucks that I can't. Oh, my dog died again. Don't know how.
Can't get a
Kind of stuck at the doorway. That's okay because my
Good
tank is
shot,
kind of doing his thing. Take this back line. Wounded. Good. Keep going after this back line. Kind of getting hurt up here.
Moe Ixi Ana.
Following your lead.
All right. Drop these here.
Brave does.
Looks like they're immune to this lightning damage. Super. No, they're not immune, they're just highly resistant. What are they immune to that, like, keeps... Must be the, like, shot. Sweet.
Down by one.
Following your lead.
Another one here. There we go. God, he is getting really tanky. I like it. I like that he's getting tanky. It's a good thing. Fire this on this guy.
Not quite.
Let's do this.
can't get a good shot.
That'll help a little bit with the damage. We should be doing that. This thing's tanky.
Following
though.
your lead.
Drop one here.
Dead on.
Following your lead.
Drop another one on him.
Brave does.
They keep
Following
hitting
your
him.
lead.
Something that knocks him out. I'll keep feeding him though.
Brave
There we go. Everyone in.
does belong.
Cool. Yay, someone leveled. Oh, my main dude leveled. What a happy day. Impressive assortment of wine bottles lined these shelves. Most appear to be Valen vintage.
Certainly.
God, dude, well, he doesn't have perception worth anything, so yes, he will hit those traps. Sure. Okay. So 8 o'clock Wednesday morning, to get up and head to new building. So I can get a detailed engineer's inspection wrap. Really probably should have saved there.
Oh?
regret this. I'm gonna regret this. Oh my god, grab her. Why are you running like an idiot?
Oh?
Dead on.
Yeah, for the house. I got an inspection done, and there were some the house was built in the 1920s, right? Because it's a row home, and
Yes.
the inspector was like, I mean, it looks like they've fixed a bunch of structural issues, but I would get an engineer in here
I see something.
to
Finley.
confirm the repairs.
Sharp eyes and
And if there's
keen
like
ears.
anything else that needs to be done, you know, get in the contract now, which is the plan. Oh, I forgot to level my dude too. And two, like, as long as it's like not like one of those $10,000 jobs of like structural issues, I'm probably gonna like deal with it. Like, there's some bulging in the walls, which I guess I'm assuming it's just the concrete lining is coming off the mortar, or like the brick and mortar, and it just needs to be chipped away and then reapplied. That's not a big thing. That's like $1,000 to do. And I could do that myself with the if I needed to. That's not hard to do. Yeah. But the baseboards, or like not the baseboards that I'm thinking of. Is it the baseboards that I'm thinking of? I don't know, the like the structural boards in the basement, they're old. They're very, very old. And they've been kind of reinforced with like newer wood. So what I'm thinking about is getting them replaced at some point with either new wood or like steel beams, because I heard you can do it with steel beams. It just costs more, and just, you know, just so the foundation of my house is a little bit more sturdy. But that's like in the future type of thing, and I'll probably do like the front end, the middle, and then the back end. But right now I want to make sure that like I don't have to worry about floors collapsing within like 10 years. And like there aren't any like structural issues. Because I don't want to buy a house that's gonna like fall apart on me. Well, all houses fall apart, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be upstairs and be downstairs in 2 seconds. Okay. Borrowed instinct. What does this do? Ransacks an enemy intelligence and perception for energy. Okay. Then there's tactical mind. Connects the mind of Cypher with an ally to gain the ally's knowledge of his or her enemy, bestowing an attack bonus upon Cypher. 20 accuracy. The Cypher probes the mind of something. 7 damage still. Okay, that's pretty good. 10 points stolen from a random attribute. If I was going to do that, I think I would want to do this. Do that. Borrowed instinct. Boom. Greater focus. The Cypher has increased maximum focus. Let's do this. Yeah. Because like I want to live in that house for at least 5 to 10 years. So I want to make sure that like I can live in the house for 5 to 10 years. And then when I sell it, if I ever sell it, like you know, they don't have to deal with that problem either. Hulking contraption hums with power, approaching within a few feet. Said a peculiar buzzing in your teeth. And already too, the roof is kind of old. I've got it in the contract. They have to repair some cracks in the roof, so like kind of like
Think I see
redo the
something.
lining of it. But within the next 5 years, I'm gonna have to replace the roof. It's a good, you know, 8 to 10,000 job. So I want to make sure the floor is in another thing that I have to replace right away. Because then it would just it'd be out of my price range to buy this house. Did quick save. I did.
Yes.
Good. Oh, shit. There's two of these things. Probably should have camped before this fight. Okay. I need you to hit this.
Ready, Watcher.
Need you to hit this. Actually, you
Ready when you are.
hitting this.
Yes?
You. Okay.
Yes.
Right, you have magic missiles now. This unstable construct. Actually, no. Before you do that, freeze this unstable construct.
Hey there.
I don't think you can kick this thing, but try. Dog, just do what you're doing. You're fine. You drop a pillar on this group and see if you can't hit that construct. Cool. Actually go after this one. Dude, back up. I'm just gonna die there. Kill your dog. Pass this in this room. So you don't need to do that. And I don't think it's gonna be effective.
Following
You
your-
just stay back. You're almost dead. Here, actually, you can drop this here. Stay back. Stable construct. There we go. Great. You stay back. Stop running into the fight.
What?
Oh my god.
Yes.
How many times did I have to course correct him? I know I changed the AI, but
give
at
it a
some
try,
point he's got to,
at least.
like, not
As requested.
kill himself. Mannequin's head has been all but seared away by an unknown spell. The wood is warped and pitted through. Okay, for sure. Experimental notes. This discarded note reads, Maricho, 3 weeks of hard work gone, and full of articulated frame with them. These crude materials are more unstable than expected, though no less expensive. I will try to slow the process. More electricity, perhaps. Along the bottom of the page, scrawled appendum reads, too much electricity will require more subjects. I don't think he got these contraptions and souls from, like, an up and up place.
Slow and silent.
I think I see something.
Just get that feeling. Nice. Oh, nice. Another level. Yeah, we're trying to get him to 8. So we can do received healing 2. Condemn the priest's foes, dazing an enemy in the area of effect. Actually, no. I just want more damage resistance. I don't need his healing. This is actually pretty good. AoE dazed. Faithful of Margaret. Let's just do this one.
What's this?
Yes.
Just gonna keep these guys walking backwards for now. Okay. So we're out of the madman's house. That's great. Let's go. All right, I think I'm gonna actually. Do we have to sleep? Let's see. What does the landscape look like outside this place? I can't remember. I think I can just straight shot it south. Yeah, I can. All right, let's get out of here. We'll sleep at the inn. Then we'll check this stuff out when we get back. But, I mean, the battery's in there somewhere, along with those bandits that we have to kill. I guess we don't have to kill them, but I want to kill them. Bandits are bad. Okay. We'll check the fishery in a minute.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Read a soul. See a room dark and damp, a cellar. It looks like part of the inn rather than an old fortress. Through Herrick's eyes, you admire rows of gleaming bottles recently dusted and polished. As you step back from the shelves, you look on with satisfaction. A pressure plate concealed in the stone floor.
You all right? I won't serve you if you're already drunk, you know.
I'd like a...
Top quality bear pelts on every bed. You won't.
So there's a pressure plate downstairs? Is that what I'm seeing? Let's go check downstairs. I mean, why not? Why not? Ooh.
Back to warm your hands, eh? What can I do for you?
Like
Nothing like a hot.
refreshments. AKA, I would like to buy a fire. So I was looking on why I could only hold 2 campfires and how to extend that. And the whole reason is that's because of the difficulty setting.
Margaret's fire casts light.
Where is this pressure
I
plate?
think I see something.
It's a bit blurred. Okay.
As requested.
Leveled up.
As requested.
This is all free XP. So
As requested.
I'm gonna keep disarming.
As requested.
Oh, no, 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 no.
As requested.
Okay. Or get in trouble for stealing. No biggie. No one saw a thing. And caught stealing. No, I didn't. Okay.
Following your lead.
Assortment of dusted vintage lines these shelves, many dates before the War of Defiance. Ooh. Can't go in there. Alright. I thought we were done leveling your mechanic, but we're definitely not. Calls a drake down from the sky to fight for the party. Summon 2 fearsome ogres to fight for the party. Revives allies in area of effect with a small amount of endurance. Attacks enemies in 7 directions around the chanting with bolts of freezing ice. Wow. Right caught red-handed, their ruse, and set to make them pay. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonus in dexterity, perception, and intellect. Empowers allies in the affected area of bonus might, constitution, and resolve. I want to go with the ogres. No, actually, let's go with the drake. Nuance faith in gods has allowed this character to unleash a wave of spiritual energy similar to a priest's holy radiance. Actually, let's see. Attack. This character attacks from a defensive posture, taking care to never expose vulnerable openings. From the stance, character can receive a penalty to speed, but increases their deflection. I'm gonna do this because he gets his butt kicked, and he's stuck with that sword right now because I'm an idiot. Yep. Wait a second. I just thought about this. Can a sword deflect? Looks like you can. Okay. Hold on. I just want to clarify on the rules. This is a wall of text. This doesn't help me. Let's see if they deflect. Different categories. One hand, fast one. Hitting weapons, they deal more damage. Question is, where does deflect come from? Let's ask the basic question, not about two-handed weapons. Let's just ask about deflection. Pillars of Eternity. Deflect. Character protection in combat. The higher the character's defense, the more likely the opponent is to miss. Each defense, other than deflection, is equal to influence the stats. Okay. It can be modified with shield, but you do have deflection no matter what. Good to know. Okay. I'm going to keep that stat on him. Good stuff. It's going too deep with what I was asking. What's up, Cook?
Ooh. Still can't feel my fingers. Thought I'd found shelter when I stumbled across this little village. Guessing you did too, huh?
Krista raises a frosty mug to you. Even though the warmth of the hearth reaches you here, her hands are wrapped in wire wool and her ears muffled by a hat. Her face has the taut, wind-beaten look of someone who's recently come from the road.
As much blood as there was in the streets, I'm lucky the ale's still flowing.
She takes a drink, and as she tilts her head back, you see bruises purpling her jaw and the crimson bloom of scraped knuckles. What exactly happened to you?
Thought all the whispers about Durgan's battery were just village superstition. And maybe they are. But I might have been on my guard if I'd listened. I was part of an expedition, hunting for relics from Durgan's battery. And picked up a good haul, too.
Takes a slow swallow of beer.
So it figures that's when the winds pick up and the sky starts dumping snow. We lost sight of the road. Meanwhile, something else found us. Took Liam out before we even realized we were surrounded. And then we see him coming out of the snow. These little four-armed wilder. Laguthoth, they're called.
Laguthoth. Okay. She shakes her head, staring at the embers in the fire
Quick
pit.
little bastards.
Yes, they are.
Francesca and I held them off as long as